on the 14th March 2024, a great national tragedy. It has become imperative and compelling to lend my voice in condemning an event which is uncalled for and avoidable loss of lives of Nigerians on the side of the Nigerian military and the communities affected in Ughelli, South and Southern Ijaw Federal Constituency. There is no gainsaying that the gruesome and unprovoked murder of 16 officers and men of the Nigerian Army consisting of a lieutenant colonel, 2 majors, a captain, and 12 other men of the military by criminals in Okuama community, Ughelli South local government area of Delta State, is one of the worst things to have happened to our gallant soldiers in recent history. Let me at this point condole with the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Nigerian Armed Forces, the families of these fallen heroes, and the good people of Nigeria. I am sadly compelled to use this press statement following the callous and senseless murder of these officers who were said to be on their line of duty at Okuama, Ughelli South local government area of Delta State, which even spilled into Egbumotoro, a Iteto peaceful community in my federal constituency, Southern Ijaw, which is more than 150 nautical kilometers from Okuama, and in less than 24 hours, spilled into Egbumotoro, my federal constituency. This led to the invasion of the once serene community by men to be of the military in search of the perpetrators of the heinous crime at Okuama. The aftermath of the invasion was the destruction and killing of some innocent and peace-loving citizens of Egbumotoro community, which is rather unfortunate and saddening. Let me express my heartfelt condolences to the Bayelsa State government and the widows, widowers, and the good people of Southern Ijaw Federal Constituency, specifically the Egbumotoro community, for the untimely demise of innocent citizens arising from the unfortunate military operations. I am aware that the Nigerian Army has a capacity to gather intelligence within a short period. The execution of such intelligence reports should be done with utmost caution to minimize collateral damage to innocent and law-abiding citizens. I say this bearing in mind the invasion and carnage that took place in Odi, November 1999, following the killing of some soldiers and policemen, which remains fresh in our memories in Bayelsa State. Caution and professionalism must be the watchword to forestall unpleasant and regrettable consequences in the approach to bringing a culprit to book. At this juncture, I want to align with the thinking and disposition of the President, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the National Assembly, and all the good people of Nigeria who crave for the swift arrest of those criminals who untimely cut short the lives of those officers and men of the Nigerian Army who were merely on a peace mission to Okuama. Their dastardly act has created young widows and orphans whose future is now made bleak. Please permit me to use this medium to call on the good people of Egbumotoro and the entire Southern Ijaw Federal Constituency to be vigilant and report any strange movement in their various communities to the nearest law enforcement agents. Additionally, I employ parents not to even spare taking drastic actions against their children and wards who are getting out of control. There is a biblical saying that if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Finally, let me most sincerely thank the Bayelsa State Government and Delta State Government for their swift response. I use this medium to call on federal government and international organizations to send palliatives to the affected communities whose livelihood has been affected. Those who have lost breadwinners in the process and children as a result of this unfortunate incident have lost precious school time. Gentlemen of the press, I thank you for your attention. Long live the federal touches the other hands. It's because one person or two persons may have committed crime should not mean that every other person should go for that punishment. If the Nigerian Army intelligence is true and they go to a Igbomotoro community, it's not every Igbomotoro community people that did the killing. As we speak, most of them are in the bush or in the bushes. Just like in my statement, the children can't even go to school. When there's presence of military, of course, you know, our people. Sometimes the military cannot even do them anything, but for that fear, it's a problem. They can't even go to bush. So as a result, will you allow innocent Nigerians to die as a result of a crime being committed one or two or three persons? No, it's not possible. As it stands now, because of the fear, even those who are selling food, for them to even transport food to a Igbomotoro community is even a problem. It's a common thing, not for even the Igbomotoro people, even me and you. Once there are situations like that, you know that as Nigerians we find it difficult to go to such places. That is the essence of my calling for palliatives for the people. Then Adamu of Guardian, the casualties recorded. This is what I have said earlier. Sometimes when an issue or an incident happens, you don't just come publicly to make certain statements. There's no way you can get the real number of casualties. Because sometimes those who may have recorded bullets, they may run and go and even die at a place that is not known to anyone. What about those people? How do you record them? So that is why sometimes let us give time. At the appropriate time, we are going to give you the real number of casualties. My beloved brother from Vanguard, or sister, I mean to say, my beloved sister from Vanguard, you don't need to ask me of my effort. My being here to address my highly, and permit me to use the word, my highly learned pressmen and women, is also an effort. It's also an effort. Beside that again, you don't know what I'm also doing. My constituents, I'm always reaching out to them. I bear their pains. The few I can send money to for feeding, I've been doing that. So a lot of efforts need not to be exposed, to the public. Because I'm a Bible scholar. What I do for someone, I don't need to let my left or my right hand to know. But you have forced me to let both my left and my right hand to know. Thank you, my beloved sister. The military usually have intelligence report before they go into anywhere they have intelligence report. But even though they have intelligence report, in my press briefing, I have said they ought to have taken their intelligence report with high level of professionalism. That itself too, you don't need to go and tell the military that, oh, you are wrong. Just like rightly mentioned, two wrongs cannot make a right. Do you want me to tell the military that, oh, you are wrong? Why did you do that? No, that's not the best way. I've already stated it in my press briefing. Whatever they are doing, let it be on professional level. I think that is good enough. For educated people like me and you, we know where I am coming from. If that answers your question very well. Then my brother from FRNCN, okay, we are still beating around the bush. I have told you, I'm not here to condemn my leaders, but hasty generalization of issue have always brought problems to us rather than solutions. We don't know which people that took part in this heinous crime. At the appropriate time, the people will be brought to justice. And moreover, let us always note, until a competent court of jurisdiction finds someone guilty, that is when you are guilty. This issue of these people are not from Okuama, these people are not from Bayelsa, they are from Egbomutoro, they are from Delta, please, and please. Every Nigerian and the entire world look unto you people. You people. If you don't give the right news, then we're in trouble, even in the international scene. So we need to be a bit patient. I cannot categorically say these people did not come from Delta, these people did not come from Bayelsa. But I am waiting for the outcome of the investigation or the military intelligence report. If that answers your question also.